Hi sisters, this is Jackie with Soluzio. In this video, I'm going to show how to make a new one of these types of galleries where when you click on the image, the picture comes up bigger right on the screen that you're on, and then you can arrow through the images to see all the images in the gallery. There's a couple of parts of how this is set up. One is that the pictures get their own article category. So if you see in this drop down, Visit Us Gallery has a category, and then Our Community Gallery has a category. And normally I would tell you to avoid the categories if at all possible, but in this instance, go ahead and go to categories. If you have one that you've misused, you can repurpose it, or if there's not one here, I would go ahead and create a new category for your new gallery. So I guess in this sense, I'll create a news gallery, and I'll save that. That's going to go at the very bottom of my list, which shouldn't be a problem. If you want to reorder, you can. And it's also an option that you just may want to repurpose this news gallery any and every time you're ready to create a new album. We'll go back to articles, and then like these articles here, we'll just create some new pictures. New picture one, and I'll just use some of the ones that sister you already have uploaded or we've uploaded. I'll go ahead and use those rotator images because they're gonna be nice and big. I'm going to click Save and New, and you'll notice that we can make the size of this text a little bit smaller, but it's something to be aware of is like how big your picture is going to influence how much text can be seen on the image. So you might have saw earlier already that the historical monastery, pilgrim chapel, and pilgrim house is the title of the article, and then there may even be another word before that, and then the word view is almost cut off, just because that image is such a landscape oriented image. Yes, we can, one setting we could change is we could make this 2 columns versus 3, but I just want you to be aware of that when you're naming these. And also a couple of them before had descriptions, and those descriptions no longer show. There's really not, the way we have it set up, there's not the best way to describe that, or to add a description and let it function as it did. So sample picture, I don't remember if I use sample or what. Picture 2, select, insert. Okay, so I'm just going to go with 2 for now. I'm going to save and close. So we have new articles created in a new category. The last place we're going to go is to the module manager. And actually, I'm going to throw these 2 mosaics away because it's going to be confusing if I leave those there. I think your best bet is going to be to copy one of these existing modules. So we're going to duplicate. And then I'm going to go ahead and name this one News Gallery, whether that is used for professions or something else. So we're going to set the status to published. Take note of the module ID number. It's right here. We'll need that in a little bit when we add it to articles. And the only other setting to change here is this category drop down. We have to choose that new category that we created. I realize that cuts off on my screen since News Gallery is the bottom of a list, but that's what I'm selecting. New picture 1, sample picture 2. I'm very congruent in my choice decisions. Okay, so I'm going to save and close this one. In the module manager, I had already sorted by the keyword gal, the first half of the word gallery, so that I only saw those modules in this list. So the other thing I want to point out is that if you're going to add a gallery to a page that isn't already one of these 3, so Our Community, Visit Us, or News, I've already applied this other custom module to those pages. So you can either ask us to apply that same module to another page by turning off and we'll gladly turn off our editor and change that to Code Mirror. But if you want to give that a shot, here's what you would do. First, go back to your user profile. You can get to it in the upper right hand corner and choose the person silhouette, choose edit account, and then under basic settings next to editor, choose editor Code Mirror. That puts it in HTML only mode. So I was already there, which it's always a good thing to check and see because it can break something if you're not. So I'm going to now open it, and I see it here, and then under menu assignment, I would just check whatever other page you want to add this module to. How do I know what page? Well, hopefully the article title should be synonymous or similar to whatever, wherever you're adding this. So I've created the news gallery. Remember, it's module 123, so I can find that out here too. And then I'm going to go look at the news and events page. So now we just have one that says mass times and gift shop hours. Whoops. I don't need to be there. I'm going to add a new article. Again, I'm still in HTML only mode. How I get out of that, again, my user profile, edit account, under basic settings, turn that back to use default. Okay, so article manager, I just created something, sample gallery. I want to put that into the news and events category, which is probably headlines. And then just inside the article body, it's going to be a bracket, module 123 bracket. Save and close. Oops, news and events. Refresh to check my work. There it is. Those two pictures go beside each other. Let me show you the one other spot where you can make a setting change. And that's over here on the right hand side. Instead of 3 columns, let's try 2 columns. And refresh that. And then that just makes them bigger if that's more desirable for you in terms of layout. So you can swap back and forth or change the number of columns per your gallery. So I will just unpublish this article for now. So feel free to repurpose and reuse that article category, the articles I created, the module, and then this article as well. So nothing like this, different things being called the same thing. I hope that's helpful. Let us know if you have questions. Thanks for watching. Take care, and God bless.